Boom. As I was telling you, excuse me, baby. As I was telling you guys, the dogs that don't have ropes, what they were doing was they're breeding them with Boston Terrier, and the French Bulldog inherits the pointy nose from the Boston Terrier. And it also gets a high chest. I uploaded a Frenchie short where my buddy was breeding his French Bulldog to a Frenchton. And that's what you get as a pointy nosed dog when you breed them to Boston Terriers and high chest. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you'll see some pictures of French Bulldogs to where you'll notice the difference between them, the Frenchton and the Frenchie. Some people think they look the same, but the chest on the Frenchton is a lot more shallow. The Frenchie's got a deeper chest, and the Frenchies have a rope, a bigger rope that looks more like the English Bulldog's rope. So when you're buying one of these, you always want to see the parents. All right. If you see a dog post and they don't show the parents, that's red flags. Just a second, y'all. I gotta turn this water on. I'll be right back. So, we're going to talk about some dogs. We're going to talk about some dogs. All right, what you see here. You see 3 ABKC French Bulldogs. All right. You see 3. Only 2 of them can be shown at an ABKC show. The ABKC does not recognize blue. They do not recognize Merle. They only recognize standard colors. So the Brindle, the white, the Pie. The Pie is a white dog with Brindle spots on it or black spots on it. So, and then they recognize the Fawn. All right. They do not. So this is for everybody who wants to buy a Merle French Bulldog. The paperwork won't say Merle on it, even if it's ABKC. Your dog you get, that's Merle, you're gonna have to register him under Brundle. Okay? Your dog that's under Blue, you gotta register him under White or whatever. There is no blue check spot. Okay? So, the big hype about the Merle dogs, about the fluffy dogs, there is no fluffy French Bulldog. There is no Merle French Bulldog. There is no, according to the AKC. You can't check that on the paperwork. All right, so keep in mind, when you spend all that money on one of those dogs, the papers, they don't even say that. All right, let's talk dogs today. Let's talk dogs. So, let's talk dogs. You got a lot of people, they're really confused. The dog game is messed up right now. Let's talk dogs. These dogs here are the number 2 most popular dog for the AKC. The number 2. French Bulldog is number 2. All right. I want to let everybody know that an American Bully is not a purebred dog. An American Bully is not a purebred dog. All right? So when everybody say they got papers on a Bully, it is not the same as the papers on a Frenchie. The AKC does not recognize Bullies. They don't. You cannot get a American Bully that has AKC. All right, so I'm gonna tell you guys what they did. Since the AKC doesn't recognize the Bullies, what they did was they created the ABKC. That's the American Bully Kennel Club. All right? They do not breed purebred dogs. They specialize in hybrid dogs. All right? The ABKC specializes in hybrid dogs. That means when you take 2 dogs and put them together, that's a hybrid. All right, so let's talk about the Bully. How do you make that? Well, there's so many Bullies. We gotta talk about different sizes of Bullies. So each different size, they implemented something else in the blood. But a Bully, the standard Bully, is made with the pedigree. The blood is Staffordshire Terrier mixed with Bulldog. All right. You check the Staffordshire Terrier female. You can use a Staffordshire Bull Terrier, but usually it's a Staffordshire Terrier to a Bulldog. All right. That's for the standard Bully. Now, what the breeders have done is, when you go smaller, now if you want a pocket Bully, they'll throw in Patterdale Terrier in there, or they'll throw in French Bulldog for the Nano Bullies. All right, now when you go up to the XLs and the XXLs, they'll use Mastiffs in there. All right, so they got the micro, the nano for the smallest. Then they got the pocket Bully for the next smallest, or the micro Bullies after that, I guess. So it goes nano or micro, same thing. Then you got the pocket Bullies. Then you got the standard Bullies. Then you got the XLs, where they're throwing in Mastiffs and American Bulldogs to them. It all depends on what size we're talking here. So there's probably about 10 different sizes of bullies. And that's why they'll never be a purebred. Okay? Because it's just an AKC dog mixed with other dogs. Alright? So when people have bully papers, they're ABKC. That's American Bully Kennel Club. Again, that was something created because the AKC doesn't recognize the hybrid dogs. So everybody with bullies, you got a mutt. Those papers are not official. Those papers, I mean, they're official, but they're not purebred. They're mutts. According to the AKC, and according to people like me who breed AKC dogs. A bully is a mutt. Alright? People go, oh yeah, all dogs. People go, they go, oh, bullies are mutt, all dogs are mutts. Let me explain something to you. Yeah, all dogs are mutts, but one thing about this mutt is they took an English bulldog and a rat terrier. We understand that. But when they did it, it was in the 1800s. All right. These bullies only came out 2005, thus on. All right, so let's keep that in mind. The bully only been around since 2005. And there's no big French bulldogs. They're all 25 pounds and under. There's too many bullies. There's big bullies, there's small bullies, there's standard bullies. So there's no standard to them. There's too many of them. All right, so these dogs been bred since the 1800s. All right, so one thing that's been going on new with these dogs is the blue and the Merle. According to the AKC, they implemented Chihuahua in there to get the Merle and the blue. All right, so that's why on the paperwork, you can't check Merle on a French Bulldog because this breed has a set standard. And the set standard is white, fawn and white, brindle. All right. Pie, black and white pie. All right, pie, white and brindle pie. Those are the colors. Or every breed has a standard, or it's not technically really that dog. Somebody implemented something else in the blood. All right. So that's why you can't check Merle on the AKC's pedigree. You gotta put brindle down. Because Merle is not a standard French Bulldog color. And this is for everybody who says, oh man, a brindle French Bulldog, it ain't worth nothing. You're stupid. The brindle French Bulldog is worth more than the Merle. All right. The brindle French Bulldog, the pie, everybody says, no pie, no brindle. Those are the color freaks. Those are the same people who sell dogs. And when they sell the dog, they're making people click pie or brindle on it. The same people saying no pie, no brindle, when they sell a Merle dog, the customer has to register it as brindle. The same people who say no pie, no brindle, they don't know anything about the show world. You don't bring Merle dogs to a show. They got brindle dogs out there with show champion pedigree that cost more than these Merle dogs. So keep that in mind. For everybody who wants to buy a Merle dog, it's not a real French bulldog. There's Chihuahua down the line. All right. And if you want to take your dog to a show, you can only come with the standard colors. All right. So keep that in mind. So I'm letting everybody know who thinks the brindle and the pie is done. That's not true. That's only for the color world. Maybe for the pet world. But when it comes to the show world, they need those brindles. They need those pies. They need the fawns. You understand? So don't get caught up in the, oh, no pie, no brindle. When you say that, you're only selling to one group of people. What about the show people? They need that. What about the real AKC breeders? They might want to cross off their line and get something else. They might like something else, but if everything is all Isabella or Tri or Blue, it makes no sense to the AKC because they call them mutts. According to the AKC, those Tri dogs are mutts. The blue dogs are mutts. The Merle dogs are mutts. Don't get caught up in that. Oh man, it's a Brando Frenchie. This Brando bitch is worth more than the blue and my platinum female. And my platinum female came off of a Tri Merle like that. This girl here, she got champion pedigree. She's extra small. This dog here is worth more money than both of them. You understand? You guys gotta understand the real value to the dogs is in the brindle. When those people who breed those colors, if you hear somebody say no pie, no brindle, they were inbreeding for a long time. They're the dogs that come out blind. They're the dogs that come out the dilute colors. They're the dogs that come out deaf. The first thing they do to strengthen it up, they'll get a brindle. I'm telling you. They'll take their male to a brindle female. They'll buy a brindle female. But I'll be back with some more dog talk, y'all. Appreciate everybody again tuning in since we was 365 Bulldogs when we had the English Bulldogs. Shout out to all the newcomers, though. We appreciate the love, too, on the Fort Wayne Frenchie end. Right now, the pups are 4 months. They're not going to be big. They're not going to have long legs. They're not going to have pointy noses. We stay away from the Frenchton look. Hey, everybody breeding those Frenchtons, just stop. Just stop. Okay? Just stop. Stop breeding the Frenchtons. Word up. Just cut it out. Like, they don't look good. Alright? They look like Boston Terriers. They already have one, but that's a Boston Terrier. We already know what they look like. Like, just stop. And if you somebody with a French Bulldog, don't let nobody, don't stud your male out to no Boston Terrier. It needs to stop. And the Nano Bullies and the micro bullies, like, they need to stop too. Them Nano Bullies, them dogs, they can't even run. I see them, they can't even breathe. I see them at these shows, and today's a hot day, y'all. It's 80 degrees, about 77. You see this dog? He ain't bothered by the weather. This puppy, he is not bothered by the sun. This one isn't either. And neither is he. Alright? The Nano Bully would be back here dying. You gotta spray him with water. You gotta Keep a fan on them. I see them at the shows with fans. Just stop breeding them, man. I see them with the deformed build. Just stop doing it. Stop. It's cruel. It's cruel. It's cruel. But I'm gonna holler at y'all. We'll be back with some more dog talk. Blessings, love, and peace to everybody. Stay tuned. Everything is not a bulldog. Everything is not everything.